Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Fresh Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. Personally, I'm doing all right. Um, it's another Friday. That means I am exhausted. But to be fair, I only got like 6 hours of sleep last night. I usually try to get about seven, and I felt fine most of the day until like the last like 30 minutes at work. I started really feeling it, and then I came home and sat on the couch for a little bit, and then it hit me. So now I am fighting to stay awake. But I got the missus brewing a thing of coffee for me, so I look forward to that. Will always be my favorite part of the weekend. I cannot stress it enough. Is drinking coffee on the weekends, especially like right in the morning, popping a coffee zin in and having a nice cup of coffee. It feels like heaven. It's such a morale booster. It starts the day off as good as it can get. But I hope everyone had a great week. My week was all right. I'm glad elections and all that stuff's finally over. So tired of seeing all the commercials and all the he said she said bullcrap going on. But of course, after elections now everyone's still fighting about a bunch of bullcrap. And that's one thing I always hate about elections. It just shows how divided this country is. And it's such a shame because I feel like years ago the country used to be so united, and just as the years go on, everything just becomes more divided and hated towards each other. It's like at the end of the day, we all live in the same country. We're all people. Doesn't matter what race you are, doesn't matter what gender you are or what you identify as. We're all people, and I just wish like the country would be somewhat united again. It's so insane. Like my personal beliefs, I don't want to get too much into this, especially like about politics and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what you identify as, what your gender is. I don't care about any of that. I see you as a person, and if you see me as a person, you treat me good, I treat you good. I feel like it's that simple. If my neighbor gets a procedure done and becomes transgender, like cool, congrats. Like why would I care? Like why would that impact me? Why would I get so angry about it? And stuff like that. Like everyone gets so angry about stuff that doesn't involve them or doesn't even impact them or have a difference in their own life. And it's just so mind-boggling. That's why I always hate about elections, and specifically just what I hate about that's like the biggest thing about America is just how divided it is. Like I don't know if it's true, but when 9/11 happened, I was only 2 years old. But when 9/11 happened, I heard for like months after that, the country was like the most united it ever was. Like everyone is friendly towards each other. That's what I keep hearing people say. Like I couldn't imagine being like that. You go out in public and you never know who's gonna treat you or act like what just because your views or just because your race and all this stuff. It's so crazy. And what also doesn't help the devastation of this country as well is media. Media just portrays the United States as like the black sheep of the world. It's so insane. Like don't get me wrong, America's not perfect, but no country's perfect. No one's perfect in the world. I don't know. All I'm saying is when I'm old enough, I'm running for president. I think I have great ideas. But most importantly, like I said, I want this country to be united again. I just why can't we just recognize people as people and treat each other well? It can't be that hard. I really don't. I don't know. But anyways, though, I'm glad it's all over with. Now it's just re, another weekend of relaxation. Relaxation. I can't talk. Every time I get on this video, I start stumbling my words. It's horrible. I mean, I don't speak very clearly as is, but should have picked better parents, I guess. Man, I had a really good workout though this week or yesterday. Yesterday was so odd. I got out of work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I come in early and leave an hour early. And yesterday felt like the longest day ever. It felt like I was in like a trance, like a loop or something. I don't know. I remember going to the gym, and like I said, I had a really good workout. And I left the gym, and it was only like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I was like, what the heck? Like it feels like it's like 8 o'clock out. And then next thing I know, it's like 6 o'clock. And at this point, I'm thinking like, oh man, it's gotta be like 10 p.m. Like I should probably be settling down. And then it's only like 6:30. Like what the heck, dude? I don't know why yesterday felt like such a long day, but a good way. Like it felt like a nice, long, relaxing day. Thankfully, but unfortunately, I'm still battling my hip injury. I think I stated this in my old video or not, or my last video. Maybe I didn't, but I went to a chiropractor last Tuesday. Hip problems. And after the chiropractor appointment, the next few days, I started to feel good again. Like I can move and do things. And he said like I would take probably. He told me recommended me take a week off of doing like leg workouts or specifically anything that like targets the movement of the hips. So I did. Like I said, I was feeling good. So I had my leg day Tuesday. I was feeling good. I was like, all right, I'm feeling all right. So I always start out with 135. I do bar and then I do 135 as a warm up. Then I threw on 25s, so I was up to 185. The first set felt good, but I felt a little bit of pain still in my hip. So I was like, okay, instead of moving up to 2 plates, I'm going to do another set of 185. Then I started noticing a little bit more discomfort in my hip. So I was like, I'm not going to move up to 225. It's probably not a smart idea right now. So I did my third set with 185, and yeah, that third set, I only got 2 reps in, and I got this sharp shooting pain in my hip. I mean, it hurt. And then now, ever since that, my hip's been kind of like really bothering me again a little bit. So I need to schedule another chiropractor appointment. I think it's definitely helping and on the right path. I think I might just need to rest a little bit more with it and not try to push it so much. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, I can get in sometime next week for round 2. I should have scheduled an appointment for this week. They asked me when I got done with my chiropractor appointment last week if I wanted to book one for this week. I said, no, I'll just play it day by day, and I should have. I just don't want to waste the money if I didn't need to. But nothing ever gets fixed right away, so I should have known better. Anyways, though, I don't really have a whole lot of plans or anything this weekend, like usual. Just relaxing. I gotta take Monday off work to take my daughter to her horse therapy and to watch my daughter because my girlfriend has an interview and stuff like that. Which I actually kind of wanted to go to work a little bit just to get, money and whatnot, but I'm not gonna complain about missing work, especially taking my daughter to horse therapy. She loves it so much, so it's being a father. There's some things that you can never buy, and that's your child's happiness. It's just, if you're a good parent and your child is beyond happy, I mean, that's worth $1 million. I wouldn't sacrifice that for anything. Having a kid is such a good feeling. It really changes you for the best, and I love it. I love it so much. Even though I wouldn't recommend, obviously, just going out having a kid, because some people just aren't meant to have kids. I mean, I know a lot of people who probably shouldn't have kids, but hopefully they somewhat be a good parent and do what's right for their kid, even though I doubt it. But I tell you what, I don't think it's gonna focus. Voltage Mountain Dew, man, I'll never forget the first time I tried this. I think I was probably 12 or 13, maybe even a little younger. Ever since then, specifically Voltage Mountain Dew, has been one of my favorite pops ever. I mean, I love it. One of the best memories I can think of, like with my dad, is this was back in like 2014. The PlayStation 4s and the Xbox Ones just dropped, hard to get, and my dad got me a PS4 for Christmas. And not only did he get me a PS4 for Christmas, which was huge. I mean, it was such a great gift, especially like he went out of his way to really like try to secure one. I mean, they were hard to get. I don't know how he got it, but he got me one. But not only that, he got me a 2-liter of Voltage Mountain Dew. I'll never forget. I think I used my Christmas money or something like that, or I had money or something saved up. I bought Battlefield 4. I'll never forget playing the Battlefield 4 campaign with a nice 2-liter Voltage. Oh boy, Voltage is so damn good. But I will be honest though, this was like a limited time. I think they brought it back last year or 2 years ago. It was 2017. I remember. It was this good. I remember. 2017, they had Liberty Dew, and that one, it tastes like Voltage, but with a little hint of something. best pop I've ever had in my life. And then it was such a success, and then they never did it again. Years later, they would do like Frostbite and I think Do a Say, but they just didn't hit the same. And I'm if I remember right, I think they brought Liberty Dew back like a year or two ago. Cause I could swore I remember telling Kelsey all hyped about it, and I think I remember even getting like a 12-pack of it. Maybe not, but man, what, we're already 10 minutes in. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. Not like I ever do. Oh, I'll leave one last thing off. So it was nice. Things like this is what makes me like appreciate the hard work you put in the gym. I was working with this younger kid today at work. He's only 17, and we're talking about like getting weight gain. He's a really tall, skinny kid, and he was talking about like the struggles of trying to put weight on, being tall, especially with having a metabolism. I was like, yeah, I feel you, dude. I'll never forget sophomore year. I was 107 pounds, dude. I was a 107-pound sophomore. Embarrassing. And I've told the story a few times, but bear with me. Stay with me now. And I'll never forget, blah, blah. People call me anorexic, blah, blah. And I remember I was talking to my coworker today. I was like, well, I would eat a lot for a small dude. And I never put weight on. I was like, well, if I couldn't put weight on eating, maybe I could put on some muscle at the gym. He's like, well, obviously that was a good decision. I mean, it worked out for you. Look at you. And that right there makes it all worth it. When people compliment you, see the hard work you put in, because I don't know about anyone else watching this, but it's hard to compliment yourself, and it's hard to be positive about your own body. And when I'm at the gym, I bust my butt hard. I'm never on my phone. I don't associate with anyone. I'm just there to get my stuff done. In between sets, I'm locked in. And no matter how hard I work out, I feel like I'm never where I want to be. But when people compliment you like that, it reminds you like why you started, and that you're on the right track. So shout out to that kid. It really warmed my heart when he said that. Damn, I'm a dad, dude. I'm a dad. Wow, I'm old. I'm old. One more thing real quick too. I was talking to this kid earlier because he's running a half marathon tomorrow, and then it just instantly made me think of the Boston Marathon bombing. And then I asked him, I was like, wait a minute. Oh my God, I'm old. I was like, you might not have even been alive, or you might have been like really young when this happened. I was like, do you know what the Boston Marathon bombing is? He was like, I think I've heard of it. He's like, when was it? And I don't even know when it was. What, probably like 2012 or something like that? I was like, yeah, it's probably like 2012 around there. He's like, wow, I was probably like 2 years old, maybe a little older. I was like, I'm old, dude. I made the joke. I was like, that reminds me when people ask each other, where were you during 9/11? That's how I feel right now. I feel so old, man. I'm only 25, but life comes at you fast, man. I keep telling when I talk to like younger people, not in a weird way, all right? Like when I talk to like Kelsey's brother, or like an example like that kid from work, I tell him, dude, you gotta enjoy it while you can, because when you graduate high school, time flies, dude. Time flies real fast. I mean, we're already 8 days into November. That's so insane. And you really notice it too when you have kids, how fast your kids grow. It's the best feeling in the world, but it's so devastating to see, especially when you see like Snapchat memories of my little daughter being 2 years old in a diaper watching Toy Story and stuff. Damn. We're getting old. I'm getting old, at least. Anyways, though, enough rambling. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you. Much love, much appreciation. I hope you guys are doing well. Anyone who is watching this made it this far, I hope you are doing great. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you had a great week. If things aren't going good, keep your head up, keep pushing. I promise things will get better. They always do. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Yesterday was a really started out as a really horrible day. I felt so empty and emotionless at work. I just felt so bad yesterday for some reason. I really didn't want to go to the gym. And this is one important thing too, real quick, before I end this. I keep rambling on. This is how important the gym can be to like people, and I think it's a very good stress. I didn't even feel stressed, but it can really warm the soul. After work, like I said, I was having a bad day. I was like, I don't really want to go to the gym. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I am. And I ended up having a great workout. A great workout, and the day actually ended very well. It turned around real quick, so you just gotta keep your head up, keep doing what you gotta do, and if not, reach out to people, reach out to me. Just don't be afraid to say anything because your mental health and your life is very important, and it's hard to remember that some days, especially nowadays. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Much love, much appreciation. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.